Hello everyone, I hope you are very well. So in this video we discuss the 2021st set 2 PYQ of the programming and data structure. So before moving towards the new session, please, if you don't watch the previous lectures related of the programming and data structure, please watch that PYQ. Now let's get started. For new question, so your first question is, so this is your first question. Consider the following an SIC function. So here giving the function integer type, and the function name is sum function, and it carry the two integer variable x and y. So this question is very easy. You just need to put your logic over here. Okay. Now if we go through the structure of this sum function, so you found that here giving the four condition, that is if related. So if the value of x equal to 1 or the value of y equal to 1, then it will be return 1. And another if function giving the value like x equal to y, then it return the value x. Now here giving me some comparison function. If x is greater than y, then some function return the x minus y and y variable. Okay. Now here again, if y is greater than x, then return function is giving x and y minus x. So it is very easy. And here question is asked, the value of written by some function 15 comma 255. So it is very easy and very logic based question. Now move on the solution of this question. So it is very easy. This function will keep on subtracting the both an x and y, and it becomes, or we say, equal to 15. Okay. So this will be true, or we say that if x equal to y, then it will return any value. Yes, it is correct. So we easily say that if the value of x, which is given over here, that is 15, then if the value x and y, that is come to the second condition, if condition, so you will got the correct answer. So it is very easy and very sensible question, and this question is asked in 2021 in set 2. Now we move on the next question. So this is your next question. It is very easy. Now here the function name is foo, and it contains three integer variable x, y and q. Okay. And here giving the three statement based on the if condition. Okay. So first is, if x is less than equal to 0 or y is less than equal to 0, then it will return the value q. After that, if condition is less than, x is less than equal to 0, then it return the same value function like foo with some um, variable like x, y minus q and q. Now again, if y is less than equal to 0, okay, then return the foo, that is x minus q comma y comma q. Now at the end it return the value, the addition of the both, that is here the condition for x and condition for 0. Okay, y, sorry. Now we come to the solution for this question. Okay, just go one by one. Okay. Now here we got the value of overall, that is given like 15 comma 15 comma 10. So it is initial value which is given in the question. Okay. Now here if the value foo is given like that, so we found that the value of x and the value of y is equal to, okay, so this is the last answer. Okay. Now we just go to the bifurcate that one. Okay. So based on the written value, we got here one function, that is 5 15 5 comma 10. Why? Because here 15 and y is same, so we say easily if x is less than equal to y, or we say at the end of statement what is that one, that is here written the value of the written value x comma y minus q plus foo x minus q y comma q. Okay, because you had seen here the value of x and y is given over here. Okay, so these conditions are not executor, it is execute directly written value. Okay, so directly function call this one statement. Now we come to the again solution. So yes, based on that one we got here food, that is what x, okay, x minus sorry huh x minus what is this, minus q. Okay, and again same function, what is here q, and q minus sorry q sorry, there is x minus q, and after that this is y and this is q exactly. Okay, so based on that one we got the value of the here this function. Now again this function is goes to the next calling function, or we say recursive function to foo again. So we got here, so both are similarly goes if you solve for the function, or we say for second function, so you can got same similar value. Okay, by the simplification all these things. Okay, so at the end you will got it. If you go to the value of foof over here, so here is got 30, so just simplify by the one by one step and you will got at the final value like 60. Okay, so here you got the value after the simplification, here x is greater than y. Okay, and it is also greater than 0. Okay, so in this case here what is the value is again calling that same function written exactly, and here got the same, the value of x equal to 10, and another one that is 20. Okay, so after addition of these two we got 30. Okay, now go to the bottom to up approach. Okay, so firstly we got 10 20, and this is become 30, and 30 plus 30 that is equal to 60. So due to of this reason this is your correct answer, that is 60. Okay, so output of this program is 60. Now this question is very easy, but yes some little bit tricky. Okay, now move on next one question. So this is your another question based on the array. So come to this question. Here the array size is 4 and 5, and there is giving two variable, integer variable I and j for iteration purpose. Okay, so here the I value is start with 0 less than to 4 and increase plus 1, and same here the j is also as per I, but here the condition is different, it less than 5. Okay, now here the at the end of the statement is printing like array ij is equal to j 10 multiplied by I plus addition of j. Okay, now question is asked here, at the end it print the value of the array I plus 9. Okay, so what will be the output of this question? Here they giving four options. Now we come to the solution of this question. So it is very easy question and very logical question. Yes, because at the end of the statement here you will got the correct answer. Like there is you can see this is the main logic of this program, or we say here this is the main logic of this program. Okay, because here I array I plus 9, it will be goes to be printed. Okay, so printing statement like this one. Okay, so we need to print the pointer array I plus 9. Okay, this is the answer, and the matrix will be make like 10 uh, 10 multiplied by I plus j. Okay, now we come to the solution. So solution is very easy. So here the logic like just skip the value of 9 elements, okay, or we say skip the value row 1. So as per the given statement, the jth value is goes to the 5, so it is goes to 0 to 4, okay, and similarly we done over here. Now here the jth variable is goes to the like 0 1 2 3 and 4, and here the pointer is goes to the ai plus 9, okay. So based on that one, the value will be printed, okay. So if we skip the first line based on that one, so we got the ninth element 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and after at the end the 10th elements will be printed, okay. So correct answer for this question will be what, that is 24. Now come to the next question. So it is very easy logic, as already I discussed. It's mean skip one row and then skip 9 element. So the resultant value is 24. Now come to the next question. So this is your next question. Consider the following ANSI C program. Okay. So here is giving. So here using two libraries, standard libraries like input output, and here standard library like lab, okay. Now giving the structure like a node and a structure inside it pointing to the next, okay. Now come to the main function. In the main function structure node, there is giving pointer b, box e, head, and box n, and here the index value is initialized to 0. Now coming to the next one, line of statement. Here box e equal to head, and head is pointing to the structure node. Now coming to the this one, so here the malloc size of structure node, so here allocating the memory to the node. Now here head is pointing to the value, indexed value, and after here the for loop is start with index value 1, and it is less than or equal to 3, and index goes to be increment by 1. Now flow of statement is given like here box n is equal to structure node which allocating the memory to the node. Now box is pointing to the next, and next is equal to what, box n, and same box n pointing to next, and it is equal to box index value, and here at the end box e is equal to box n. Now coming to the here indexing purpose, for loop is go through the 0 to less than equal to 3 and increment by 1. Now at the end print the value of the index and head value, head which is pointing to value, and now at the end again head is equal to head next, and here the printing the value of the index plus 1, and here again printing the what, that is head which is pointing to the value, okay. Now here giving the statement, which one of the following is correct about the program. Option A, upon execution the program create a linked list of 5 node. Next one, it has a missing return which will be reported as an array by the compiler. Next, C, it differences it dereferences an uninitialized pointer that may result in runtime error. And option D, upon execution the program goes into the an infinite loop. Now we come to the solution. So this is 2 marks question. So it is important but little bit confucius, or we say yes, this is difficult. Now come to the solution of this question. Let us minimize it. So as we know, or as you can see in the loop, I returns from 1 to 3. So the fourth node will be created because one node is already created with value 0. Okay, so it goes to 0, 1, 2, 3, and at the end null. Okay, so when index 3, then head value equal to 3. Yes, it is correct. Now head equal to head next. Now head will be point to the null. So there is giving null value. So head value which is printed or which is in print, so it will generate a runtime error. Okay, why? Because using of here it is pointing to the null value. So due to of this reason, the correct answer for this question is what? That is option C. It dereferences an initialized pointer that may result in an runtime error. Option C is your correct answer for this question. Now come to the next question. So the next question is given like consider a complete binary tree. So this question asking from the tree portion with 7 nodes. Okay, let A denote the set of first 3 elements obtained by performing breadth first search. So there is applied the BFS and starting from the root. Okay, let B denote the set of 3 elements obtained by the performing depth first search DFS starting from the root. Okay, then the value of A minus B is odd. So this is 1 marks question and very interesting question. Now come to the solution of this question. So like let us give take an example. So here is an example like that. We just create a tree from 1 to 7. Okay, and using of the breadth first search, so the value of the 3 element 3 is we need to take in. So here the element 3 output is 1 to 3 as per the breadth first search, because we know breadth first search goes to the level wise. Okay, like that one. Now talking about depth first search. So in the case of the depth first, there is taking the only 3 elements. Okay, and we know the depth first search goes to the depth of the tree, and depth of the tree is how can we recognize depth of the tree, and that node is last based on the if the node containing null children, then they say that was last, but we need to just only taking the what, that is only 3 elements. So here in the case of the depth first search, it will be 1 to 4. Okay, now here the element A minus B, that denote the number of element which are in A but not in B, only for the 1. So in this case only element 1 is present. Okay, so correct answer for this question is 1. So in the 2021 GATE set 2, there is a 7 marks question asked from the programming and data structure. Okay, so these are the 7 marks question which is asked in GATE. I hope you understand all these questions. If you have any query, you can ask, and you can also comment in comment section. Thank you for watching. Keep like, share and subscribe. Have a nice day.